Hello everybody, it's Phil Evans again. Just remember, you are the key, and that's why I'm here right now, to help you with whatever's going on in your life. And specifically, what I'm going to do right now is I'm actually going to do a video of me actually doing some inner child work on my own inner child, to give you an idea of the kind of words, the kind of things, the introduction to inner child was, if I remember correctly, we are all being controlled by a 3-year-old. So there you go. That's the introduction to inner child work. So what I'm going to do now is, I may even close my eyes to get myself into a nice space, but I'm going to show you how I actually do my inner child work in getting and re-establishing a trusting relationship between my inner child and Big Phil. Okay, so it's just little Phil, Big Phil, and let's go with it and just see what comes out of this. Okay, so here I go. I'm going to close my eyes and I'm going to go through a sequence of words that will just flow. Okay. Hello there, little Phil. This is Big Phil here. I'm holding you in my hand and I'm holding you in my heart. I'm actually holding you in my arms, completely wrapped around your heart and your chest, where you actually live. Okay, so I'm just going to ease off with that a little bit, but I just want you to know that you are safe. I want to re-establish a trusting relationship between us. There are times during our lives when the bigger Phil hasn't been in charge, and the emotional little Phil with all his fears and doubts and worries has been in control and totally taken over. Big Phil has now learned that it's time for him to establish being in charge. Time for me to establish, as Big Phil, being in control. So what I need to do with you is to re-establish a trusting relationship, so that you can trust that you actually are safe, that you are okay, that you can step back and allow life to happen around you, instead of needing to be in control with all of that fear, anxiety, doubts, worries. That generates a lot of bad energy. So my aim and my intent is to awaken your inner spirit, to awaken and reignite your inner spirit, but at the same time show you that life can be and is magic. I also want you to know that even though that spirit is reignited and reawakened, that you can then rest peacefully and step back from needing to be in charge of the process. A big part of our lives together has been your doubts as a little boy that your mother really loved you. Yes, you were separated from your natural mother at birth, and then you were left in a place for 10 days until your adoptive parents came and picked you up. So instead of me making that a really sad event where we used to go, hey, what about me? I'm over here, where is everybody? No, that's not our story anymore. Our story now is little Phil was allowed to have an incredible choice as to who his parents were going to be. So you lay there in that room with all those other little babies, and you put out there for Fred and Margaret Evans to come and get you. And you know what? After 10 days they did. And oh wow, you were lucky. Lucky Phil. Not poor me Phil anymore. Lucky Phil. Really lucky. And while you were there, you cheered up all the other little babies that were there in fear and doubt. You were the champion of those babies. You were a leader. You made them laugh. You made them feel safe. This might sound absolutely crazy. It's just a room full of babies, but you were a champion. Your energy was consoling and comforting for them. Okay, so that's the new story. And the new story we're living is that you had a choice. And Fred and Margaret Evans showed up and they took you home and they loved you. Everyone around you loved you. I've since spoken with your mum, who just happens to be my mum. And even though she's 95, and there's a lot of years passed since that day that they took you home, she had a beautiful talk with me, and we both apologised to each other for any hurt that we had ever caused each other. I actually apologised to her for all the bad things I did. She said, "Darling, I forgave you years ago." But she also said, "I want you to know it wasn't your fault. It was my fault. I was going through tough times. We were going through tough times, and I took it out on you. You beautiful little boy." So little Phil, big Phil, just wants you to know that I can still visualise you. I can still see you standing with that little watering can in your hand, watering Nana's plants in her garden. You beautiful little boy. I'm proud of you. I love you. You are very, very loved by those in your life right now. This is reassurance. My intention is to empower you so that you may step back, so that you and I may have quality time together, because that's one of your love languages. You are receiving positive words of affirmation from me. I'm also holding you close and tight so you feel safe. Physical touch is very important to you, so that's why I am holding you the way I am, embracing you. As close to physical touch as I can get as you live in my heart. So, little Phil, life is about to change. Life is changing. The more you can step back, the more you can trust me. I am now doing things, and since I've been aware of doing this work with you, I am aware of doing things that I haven't done for years. Things that have been driven by fear or doubts that I've just done and then thought, wow, that was different. So somebody asked me the other day, how do I know how little Phil is feeling? And I said, that's a really interesting question, because what happens after these sessions of me talking to little Phil, things manifest in my life. I do things that I couldn't have done 6 months, 12 months, 3 years ago. So just be aware of sometimes subtle but sometimes huge changes that will happen almost immediately. You will also feel inner comfort. You will start to feel more peace. You will start to feel calmer. You will start to feel different. Please, please, don't give up on that inner child. Stay with your inner child. Be persistent. Be patient. Be loving. Be caring. Feed them words. And if their prime love language is gifts, maybe just tell them, hey, I'm giving you these words. I'm giving you this touch. Whatever you do, stay with them. Get that relationship going. Get their trust back. And you will see your life start to change very quickly. Okay, I'm going to open my eyes now, but just before I do that, little Phil, I love you. You are safe. You are a beautiful little boy, and Big Phil is proud of you. So stay with me, little champion. We're having a great day today. Okay, talk to you soon. So, there you go. Might seem a little bit crazy, might seem a little bit out there, but to me, it's a little bit in there. It's the other way around. So I wish you well. I hope that you can have some joy in being able to connect with your inner child. Because once you can do that, and once we as adults can get rid of that immature, childish behaviour that often, whether we're men or women, we often get childish feelings, emotions and behaviours that come up for us, and we just go, where did that come from? Or our family goes, they worry about us, they care about us. Relationships break up. Lots of things happen. So good luck with that. Remember, you are the key, and just do your best. Love you. See you soon. Bye.